Right, so we all want an end update. You want it, I want it, we all want it. But for now, until the end gets updated, we just have a limited amount of end blocks to work with. So I'm going to challenge myself to use only blocks that spawn in the end. Not specifically like end blocks. So end stone bricks are allowed. End portal frame, however, not allowed, because it's an end block, but it's not found in the end. Essentially, all of the blocks listed on the wiki here are allowed. Because of that limited block variety and the aesthetic that they have, I thought it would be good to do a modern house. However, I can't build modern. I haven't built modern before. So I went to Google for some inspiration. I looked at some other people's modern houses, and I drafted up a little concept art, just using my mouse, drawing in paint, and that's what I'm going to be trying to build, that sort of structure. These are the full blocks that we have, essentially. So our entire build has to be made out of these blocks. With that in mind, I experimented with the block palette and got a feel for how I could build certain parts of the structure before I actually start building it. We can probably start with the general shapes. And so at the bottom, we're gonna have like a box sort of shape. Then if we grab the bedrock, we might only want to make it one block wide, just so that the whole thing isn't too much. And then on the other side, I think we can probably end the wall like that. And then here we have a staircase. How tall do I want this bottom section to be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks maybe? So that's our bottom section. So I think we just need to take out this second story. We have like essentially an outline on the second story. We can probably make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have this just outlining that. Except that's a bit too tall, so I think we maybe don't do it the exact same size, we do it based on vibe. That feels better, but at the same time, I think we need to reduce this. Okay, so having looked at some more reference images, because I don't know what I'm doing, this is usually, it's further out than this outline. And also what I noticed is I think they also this tends to be a different block. What if this was obsidian and then that stays bedrock? Because the obsidian will work well with the magenta, because it's got that bluish, purplish tint to it. Yeah, this is looking like a modern house. This is coming together decently. I think we've got to pull this out by a bit as well. 4 block wide does work, but then I think this is very thick compared to this, so we probably want to extend this further. Also, hang on, I'm thinking, what if we just build the front? Like, we build the 2-dimensional front first, and then from there we kind of have like a plan for the rest of it. This is the top story. Then we come to the other side of our pillar. We've got to bring this out, and then we bring this past the pillars like this. And I guess that goes all the way around. So then we'd have a staircase which comes up to here. But also I guess the floor here would be bedrock. So then... Oh, hang on, I have iron bars. I have iron bars because of the end fight. This is like a balcony. This is a balcony. I feel like I haven't specified, but then we have like a staircase which sort of punctures through. Being limited to only end blocks, and this being the first time I'm doing a modern house, I didn't think it would go super well. However, it's not turned out too poorly. It's not turning out so bad. Alright, so I think the 2-dimensional bit is sort of done, or not actually, hang on, it's definitely not done. There's a roof bit that needs to come out. This has turned out really well. The shape looks very much like a modern house. The only issue I have with this is the block palette, but that was always going to be an issue. We're working with only things that you can find in the end, so it's not a surprise that the block palette isn't great. Also, I don't really like the stairs. Like, the stairs feel weird. Like, maybe I should break those, but I'm not sure if that's gonna fix the issue. Okay, I do like that better, actually. Maybe the stairs were too thick and we need to pull this back. Right, and now I'm whizzing about, filling in the 2-dimensional frame, and I'm making it 3-dimensional because houses are 3D, not 2D. But I made the 2D thing so that I could make it 3D, and that's what I'm doing now. Yeah. So you come up here, and then you can come through here, which right now it doesn't make makes total sense that you can go through there, so I will do something like a tunnel. Right? I like that. And then we have the floor of the room, which we're gonna have to make purple, right? And I could swap this out for bedrock, and I am considering swapping it out for bedrock. But the only thing is, like, bedrock is so used on the outside. Like, it's weird if the floor of your house is the same as the roof of your house. Because, like, this is the roof. I mean, I haven't done the roof, actually. But the roof is very easy. I don't have to do a time-lapse of the roof. I can just do that. Okay, so we've now got this room. But we also want a staircase down to the bottom. End cities have spiral staircases, so I'm thinking, what if I take some inspiration? Can I fit a spiral staircase in this area? I sure hope so. So we've got a staircase. You know, it is a bold decision to have, like, an entrance here and then there's immediately a staircase in the middle. I may have shot myself in the foot by putting a staircase in the middle of the, like, interior area. I mean, to be fair, I have a very limited amount of blocks I can use for the interior anyway. I'm thinking this can probably, we could probably put in a window here. Obviously, this isn't glass panes, but there's no way for me to get panes, and I don't like that very much. We have to make this wall look not bland in other sort of ways. And how we're gonna do that is end stone, I think. We could maybe just, like, put a bit of end stone on, like, the outside. It adds, like, an outline, sort of, and then it makes the inside, like, look brighter, is what I find is happening when I look at this now. Okay, I do like the effect that that's had, and I might repeat it. I don't like the obsidian bit. Like, there's something wrong with the obsidian bit. Something with the obsidian has gone wrong. We're gonna restart. We're gonna restart the whole obsidian bit. So, obviously we have this outline still. I think we keep the shape of it. Then, I think we treat these the two big sides. We can treat those like solid walls. On the inside, we have two options. Either we go with magenta glass, which I don't think I love, because I wanted, like, the aquarium sort of aesthetic, and that's not it. But then the other thing that we could do, end gateways. Whoa. And I mean, I can't say no to that. Look at that. I have to use this. Look at it. I do think the solid wall of obsidian, not a great aesthetic, especially on the inside here. We could maybe open this up and then we fill the inside here. We put some more end gateways. Because, like, if it was an aquarium, you'd want to see the aquarium inside as well. And then also I think, like, you can walk through the aquarium. Midway while doing that, I got distracted with the idea of putting glass on top of the end gateways. Like, I mean, I could try. I could put some glass here, but I don't think... You know what? I don't hate it. What is it? I mean, I think I want to compare. So it either is going to look like that or it's going to look like this. I kind of prefer with the glass. Okay, so we now have successfully done our end gateway aquarium, which is an aquarium, but instead of water and fish, it is the void and stars, and also there's a hole in there. Okay, so I think that's pretty much the exterior done. We can move on to the interior. Actually, no. I've remembered chorus fruit. Modern houses often have bushes, so I'm thinking we could probably use chorus plants like bushes. So we come inside. The end gateways are lighting this up, however this corner is not very lit up. But we have the end, we also have, hang on, we have end crystals. And part of me really wants to use end crystals as a light source. Like, come on, it would be fun. It's a fun hazard. They don't emit light! I was gonna say this should be the bedroom, but there are no beds. I don't really have a way to replicate beds. So I think this modern house is like a modern storeroom or something. I don't know. I think honestly down here we can leave this pretty open plan. And then up here you have chest storage. You've got an ender chest. Maybe they have a dragon head and a dragon egg on the shelf, like that. And then they've got a sort of storage system where I can just alternate between the chests. I might actually put that downstairs like this, as like a decoration for like people that are coming inside, that being the first thing you show. So it's like whoever, I wouldn't say live, this is not a livable home, but whoever owns this, I guess, like wants to flex like immediately upon entering. I guess this could be like a brewery. This could be a brewer. This could be a brewery. A So I could maybe remove these chests. We have the brewing stand. We have the brewing stand, which I think it ought to be on a table. This is like our centerpiece, essentially. The whole thing is gonna revolve around this brewing stand. We could maybe do something like that? I don't know what that's supposed to be, but like if we remove the end rods on the back, we could have the end rods like connecting into the brewing stand as if it's doing something. I don't know what it's doing, but like you could pretend it's doing something. We could even maybe grab an iron bar, or maybe not. We could potentially go the other way around. No, the other way around. Nope. Yeah, that looks like it looks like it's doing something to the brewing stand, and I like that. Also, wait, I can use healing potions. Healing potions, they spawn in the brewing stand, and so I think I'm allowed to put them in the brewing stand like this. I guess that also means I have the elytra. I don't have an armor stand though, but I do have an item frame. Anyway, behind this, I feel like we would have shelves, lots of chests. So we've got this, but I feel like we kind of need more on the way in here, right? Like there would be more sort of shelves, and I want to put more stuff, but I can't think of stuff to put. Forest plant. Like we could have indoor plants. You know what? I have very limited blocks, so I probably should get what use I can out of chorus plants. The shelves now, the shelves that I did have there will look kind of weird. Maybe it makes more sense if I get the purple pillar. We've kind of got to be very minimal down here. Oh, that grew into the doorway. So this is the— whoa! That grew that grew too much. That grew— I don't like how it grew. Okay, so this is the outside. And then we come inside. We've got not much here. I can't do a carpet. Okay, we're gonna ignore that. Okay, so I can't do a carpet, but I could do like pillars. If I face the pillars upwards. I've actually never seen anyone use the purple pillars like this, which makes sense. So it's not really a carpet, but it does sort of— it's like a pathway which leads you up these stairs into the brewing room. I still want to do more here. I just don't really know what. We could probably put like an extra 2 tables there. Maybe we just do more brewing stations. So we've got our 3 brewing stations, and then we've got like presumably there's like brewing equipment in here. And then I'm trying to think, where would the best place to work in an ender chest be? We could potentially like put the dragon egg there, put an ender chest in the center. I might rotate the staircase so that when you come up, you're not facing the exit, instead you're facing the brewing area. Hang on, and then I guess they just have the elytra, they just like display this on the wall. Right? I don't know. So I'm looking back at the wiki for what I have access to. I haven't used ladders, I haven't used torches, I haven't used fire. But that's pretty much all the blocks I haven't used. I guess I could put ladders here so it's like better access to like the chests that are above. I think that is an improvement. Okay, I'm gonna look at what we have, because I think we might have reached a point where I can't do much more. This is our house at the moment. Our modern house, which isn't really a house at all. It's like a lab. So you walk in, there's the elytra displayed. They've got themselves an ender chest, so you can look at your ender chest when you walk in. They're displaying the dragon egg and the dragon head because they killed the dragon and stole the egg, which is really unethical. But then you can come up here to the brewery area, and there's not much else going on. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. I can't think of much more to do. If you can think of more I could have done, suggest in the comments. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye! Ah, I'm drowning over here. Ah! Stop recording. Finish recording. And blocks.